Sir, I am here to discuss the three annexes of MARPOL. So let's start with Annex 1. MARPOL Annex 1 truly explains what maritime vessels should practice and abide with when dealing with oil. From its conception on October 2, 1983, it has outlined ways for vessels include take vessels to take care of their oil while on sea. This includes various technologies that are intended to regulate engine room waste such as oily water separators, oil content meters and port reception facilities that prevents massive oil discharge into the sea. This is big this is because according to International Convention for Prevention of Pollution of the Sea by oil, vessels must only be discharging minimal amounts of oil in the sea, as these are very harmful to the marine biodiversity because of adverse effects of oil in the sea. The laws outline areas where oil discharge is not allowed and as release guidelines and criteria for tanker design. Features that must be incorporated to ensure that the marine vessel will not be contribute to oil pollution. Therefore, Marble Annex 1 is uh, important to learn because if we are not careful with how the marine industry and handles oil, we may be destroying our environment and ecosystem. And this and this is the Marpol Annex 2. Marpol Annex 2 takes into account noxious liquid substances that are emitted maritime vessel in bulk. These are chemical substances that are highly dangerous and toxic to the environment. Thus when it was implemented on April 6, 1987, its strict implementation of no discharge of residues within 12 miles of the nearest land was imposed. This was protect of the communities and the land area that are near the bodies of water which will most likely be contaminated and affected once noxious liquid substances are thrown nearby. These pollutants are only allowed to be discharged in reception facilities with certain condition and concentration that are specified by the regulation. Moreover, a more stricter implementation is to be observed in special areas that have been identified by the laws. The Marpol Annex 2 was conceptualized in conjunction with SOLAS Convention and the International Bulk Chemical Code. This is the reason that this annex was made. This is for the reason that this annex was made to cover all aspects and to ensure that ecosystems are well protected. Thus, it is important to be knowledgeable about this because noxious liquid substances are harmful and dangerous to the environment and to one's health. 3. The Marpol Annex 3. Marpol Annex 3 takes into consideration the packing and marking, labeling, documentation, stowage, quantity limitations, exceptions, and notifications for preventing pollution by noxious substances implemented on July 1, 1992. This has been enacted to ensure that dangerous chemical substances are handled correctly by marine vessels that are out in the sea. They outline the general requirements and standards to be met by the vessels while carrying these goods because it should be handled with extra care and caution. The MARPOL Annex 3 coincides with the International Maritime Dangerous Goods Code that also includes marine pollutants. These rules were provided provided to safekeep the marine biodiversity by contributing pollutants while sailing at sea. Thus, they oversee and implement what needs to be done when carrying such items and what must be practiced to ensure its proper handling and safety. Cut mo.